So you mentioned earlier some of your personal influences were like Robert Johnson, Bonnie Raitt, Wes Montgomery. That goes basically from blues to jazz to country. Talk to me about what it was like growing up and some of the music you listened to as a kid.
Well, the first artist that I became very aware of, that I had my little record of, was Cyndi Lauper. And my mom's going to love that I'm mentioning her. Then I think I had Cyndi Lauper was the big one of listening to the record over and over and over again, and like being in my room and just dancing for hours. And having my stepfather like bang on the floor to get me to turn the music down. So cliche. But it was that, and then it became Madonna, Gloria Estefan. I had some Janet Jackson. I mean, those were the. But Cyndi Lauper was the big one, and then the next. And then music was always in my life, but then it hit big with the alternative. Grunge, yeah, but it was still all female based. It was the Cranberries and Joan Osborne, and then I found Tori Amos and was completely hooked and in love for many years.
Yeah.
Many years Tori kept me warm.
There is this it's funny because a quick story about us is
it's not gonna be quick.
Yeah, it's usually never quick with me, but she first, maybe within our first month of meeting, I didn't move. I was not in the music scene. My music influences were like top 40 music when I was growing up. I really did not have like a large collection of anything. I think I owned Milli Vanilli and like, yeah, very Vanessa Williams.
You know, this is on tape.
Yeah,
and it's going to be on YouTube.
Really, really messed up. I know. I was so disappointed when I found out they were lip syncing. But anyway, I moved out here to be an actor, and so like the first 2 years of our relationship was pretty much like me struggling with, how much am I going to be involved in this project? And when probably a month into us working together, I asked Jen, I was like, so ideally, like, where do you want to be? Where do you see yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Where do you see yourself? And she's like, she looks at me and like so serious, and she's like, I see myself working with a female singer-songwriter and writing music for the rest of my life. And I just remember being like, gulp, like, that's not me. I'm not that girl. Like, I'm not the girl for you, But she was so, like, she knew exactly, and it's just funny because her influences are all, like, females. Like, she loved, which is a very, very telling that at a young age she really wanted to work, have a female, at least partner, if not a band or whatever, backed band. And, but yeah, and things have taken off since then. But you were going to ask me about my influences? Well, you obviously found out about Milli Vanilli, which is like the worst. But my influences now, I've become incredibly into, like, since I met Jen, I really started to just dive into discovering music. And but all of my music, a lot of it's newer music, because I started like later on in my life, and so I feel like I listen to like the Secret Machines. They have School of Seven Bells is this new band that I love. My Brightest Diamond is this female artist that I really love. She's very she's pretty new to the scene. She's got a gorgeous voice. I mean, like Ray LaMontagne is great, and I feel like I pull from more like Sigur Rós and that kind of stuff. My Morning Jacket's like my favorite band. They're an amazing live band, and I feel like they're kind of like where I want to be. And also I love Jim James, the lead singer, because I've read articles about him, and he is very similar to me in the sense that he's not a trained musician at all. Like, he just hears whatever he and he just knows the right people that'll help him find what he's hearing. And I love that, because it's very inspiring to meet people that aren't, because I'm surrounded. I mean, Jen's been studying for 14 years, and our band that is, they've all been to school and studied, and it's just, I don't know, it's good to hear those stories. But I think my influence, I pull from like books, or like literally one of our songs on our album I wrote about a picture. I used to work at a clinic, and there's this Picasso like sketch that was hanging on the wall, and I was like, what's that woman thinking? And I wrote this song, and it's Hush, actually, which is on the album, and that song, those lyrics were written about a painting of a woman or a sketch of a woman, and so I just feel like I definitely am like what she said earlier about, you know, I love good stories, and so if somebody tells me a good story, I'm going to remember it and use it later.